Good morning, guys. It is Wednesday, May 22nd, and I am in a more rural aspect of New York than I've ever been in before, which is kind of cool. Taking a little walk this morning, just because I like to take walks every morning. See? Ooh, look at all the backyards without fences. How do you know whose backyard is whose? I really don't get it. But that seems kind of cool that you could be so close with your neighbors that you just don't even have a fence between you. I guess that's how people really used to live. Or do we have more fences? I don't know. I need to read more books. We are almost at the halfway point through the tour. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys might be getting sick of me constantly talking about the tour. But that's just the way things are going to be for like another month. I think actually 1 month from today we'll be home, which will be really, really great. Everything's going well. I'm sorry a lot of you guys didn't like the Vancouver episode. That was a bummer for me. I thought it was funny. But I think that, you know, people want like a really well-produced travel show. And maybe someday we'll get to that point and that will be great. Or maybe someday, you know, will be an occurrence of that. You know, but this is really kind of just about going around and shooting in people's kitchens and making comedy on the fly. So I was personally pretty happy with it, but I hate letting you guys down in any form whatsoever. And so I guess that's kind of what I want to talk about this morning, is about feeling like you've let people down. Personally, I hold myself like hyper accountable for other people's behavior and responses, and that's not right. And you're not supposed to do that. And I don't know if any of you guys do the same thing. But sometimes if someone's upset and it's not really about you, it's just about like their life and their day. Do you guys see what the humidity is doing? We've got this nice little like, ooh, it's a revelation. But yeah, so, you know, sometimes if someone's upset and you don't say the right thing, or you don't do the right thing, or you give them something and they don't like it, la la la, you hold yourself like so accountable, like just such a crazy standard. But the thing is what it comes down to is that you don't really cause feeling in other people, you know? It's not like if you're in an argument with someone, they're like, you made me do this. And you're like, no, I totally didn't. People are only accountable for themselves, you know? Which is why it's important to remember that you don't have control over every situation and every person's reaction. You only have control over the way you interpret these situations and these reactions. I think that's a good thing to remember from time to time, especially when you feel like either A, you're letting people down, or people are constantly giving you a hard time. Like maybe they're not so much giving you a hard time, maybe you're just giving yourself a really, really hard time. And that seems to always be, I think, here in rural New York. I guess people don't watch people vlog down the street very often. Actually, I don't know where people watch people vlog down the street. But anyway, inadvertently, this has become my message of this morning, which is the message I feel like I tell all the time, which is ease up on yourself, give yourself a break, and have patience with yourself. Patience is the passion of all great hearts. I think it's one of the hardest things to do. Here's more views of the streets I'm walking down. Those houses don't have delineating markers showing whose backyard is whose. But I think I've walked for like half an hour, so I have to actually walk back to the hotel so everybody's not like, wait, where did Hannah go again? Here's a blue thing. I don't know what that is. And I think that's a firehouse? No, it's a water department. Man, growing up in California, I gotta tell you, even seeing stuff like this, you know, I know it's not really impressive to most people, but that's just an old building that was built in what's this say? This building was founded in 1889. Now, I know those of you tubing in from Europe are like, I don't give a fuck about 1889, that was basically yesterday. But as someone from California, where our oldest buildings are mission-style, you know, remodels from the 1950s, 1889 still seems like some pretty significant history to me. So, anyway, that's it for me, guys. I just wanted to tube in a little bit and say hello. I miss more one-on-one stuff with this channel. So, have a beautiful day. Ease up on yourself. Take a deep breath. Be patient. Love, 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 Hannah. Mwah.